What's up guys, this is Church of Caboose, and in this Destiny 2 video, I want to show you guys some things I found to be incredibly useful when you're getting those memory fragments done inside of strikes. These tips are going to be geared towards anything that involves stasis kills. If it's something that involves other stuff, then this video is not for you. So if you have to get anything like majors defeated with stasis, stasis final blows of supers, melee stasis final blow, shattering, that kind of thing, this is the video for you. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, as well as like the video and share the video, and specifically comment down below, because this video will be most likely vastly under 10 minutes, which means YouTube algorithms are going to suppress the hell out of it, and so we have to do more interactions like liking, commenting, subscribing, that sort of thing, in order for this to pop up for more of our Destiny 2 friendos. If you would like to team up and be with me in the Vengeful Discord server, links for that are down below, as well as ways to support the channel. So, when we are inside of doing these memory fragments, you need to do these different quests. You can do 2 per account each week, for a total of 2 fragments each week. Once you unlock a fragment on a character, it is available on every character. So if you're doing your Hunter, your Titan, and your Warlock will be able to access that fragment. I just finished my last one, and so I'm a little bit relieved about it. But there are some things that we can do with strikes to save ourselves maybe some time, but at the very least some frustration of just endlessly farming strikes. And if you haven't already guessed it from the video, it's the blind well inside of the corrupted strike on the Dreaming City. So what I would suggest you guys do is you get yourself and 2 friends. You can Xbox LFG, whatever your LFG is like, use it. The LFG inside of our Vengeful Discord server, but the point is have 2 teammates. Then you just queue up the playlist strike list and just kind of play through them. You can either go to orbit when you land in until you get the corrupted strike, or just work on your quest until you eventually get to the corrupted strike. From there, just go the way the path tells you to, but instead of going inside of that like cave thing after you kill the major yellow ball phalanx, go up and to the right, and you're able to continue along and take yourself to the blind well. If you're not completely sure how to get there, you can either find guides on YouTube or just pull up your map and just use that. You can't mark it because you're inside of a strike, but you can use the map to be able to figure out how to get to the blinding well. Once you're inside of the blinding well, you are able to farm endlessly for ads. And why this works really well for ability kills with things of stasis is because you got lots of yellow bars, and those yellow bars that are glowing drop a little orb that gives you something called harmony. When you have that harmony buff going, your supers and abilities regenerate at insane rates. It's almost like mayhem level rates. So you can just farm with your team, grabbing those orbs, and using your abilities and supers however you need to for your stasis quest. If you are in something with like major kills with stasis, have on the current season of the hunt, or I guess really Beyond Light finisher. It's the silence one where you pull out like the Ace of Spades, go shh, whisper, and then you put one through the brains of your enemy, and that will count as a major stasis final blow. So it's a little pro tip with there, because this event's got lots and lots of majors. The main downside to this event is you need to have these different tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 things you can slot into the middle of the blinding well in that pillar, so you can activate one of these different tiers. If you don't have any, just go take yourself to the Dreaming City just like normal, like regular patrol. Go to Petravenge and purchase some from her. And if you don't have the right resources, just complete some public events and lost sectors inside of the Dreaming City, and you'll probably get enough before too long. It's worth noting that when you successfully complete a tier, you get that, so far in my experience, you get that tier slot buff thing back, that consumable. So for example, say you slot in a tier 1 like we have here on screen, whoever slots it, if you successfully complete said tier 1 event, then you get that tier 1 back in the chest at the end. So you really only need to have one of each, as long as you and your team are confident you can beat and clear it every time, which they're really not that hard to do. It's also worth noting that the ads tend to rotate. I'm not sure if it's weekly or daily, so if you know what it is down below, let me know. But you have a rotation between Taken, Hive, and Scorn, and I believe that is it for enemies. And so you can also get some strike bounties that are in here. Sometimes the weekly strike bounties will have things like kill so many Hive, use like solar weapons, arc weapons, so you can really use this thing to farm out a whole bunch of weekly achievements while you're doing these fragments at this insane accelerated ability rate. So that's kind of really what you guys should be trying to do if you're struggling with strikes or you just want to get things done fast. The biggest downside to this is it's a little monotonous and a little bit boring. Like I won't lie to you guys. Like I got a little bit bored trying to do it this way. But the alternative is doing potentially. I was on like 6 strikes or so, I believe, and only like a third done when I was just like loading up, just kind of waiting for my wife and friends to hop on. And then I got this done in about the span of 15 or 20 minutes. Completely, like 66% of the quests done that I had involved entirely Stasis kills. It was Stasis super kills, Stasis melee final blows, and then there was shattering kills was what I had to do, and I got almost all of that done, about 66% that was left, in about 20 minutes. So it's not a bad farm. Alright guys, let me know down below what you think of this video, if it was helpful. I will try to have cards here for the other specific things. Like I have one video that covers how to do things with Stasis champions. You got another one for Crucible and another one for Gambit. It's also worth noting that these quests do seem to change and they're not the same for absolutely everybody. Like my wife had slightly different steps she had to do for her weekly Umbral, so I think it's kind of some random objectives, so you might want to make sure your teammates double check they got Stasis final blows up the wazoo for what they're doing, so you don't have this awkward like one person's done long before the other so they're ready to move on kind of a thing. I guess that'd be the last thing to mention. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video if you want to be in our Vengeful Discord server. We support Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, so feel free to join. Links for that are down below. Free ways to support the channel are to subscribe, like the video, and share the video, and comment. Like, how was the guide? Did you like it? Did it work? Was it helpful? Or just say hello, or just like comment banana. There's one subscriber, he cracks me up. He puts down banana, just like emojis of bananas all the time. So if you made it this far, in honor of him, do emojis of bananas. I am Church of Caboose. Have a great week and happy grinding, y'all.